I look at young and see me, only the times change. Uploading his crimes to IG, so-called fame. Broke it down, slow down, that's the wrong way. The feds come get ready, cause you're dying there from old age.
Yo, welcome to the Fanatical Masso Show. Got your boys, E. Freeman, King Sasso, Hayes on the board. It's your boy Mizzo.
What's up, y'all?
You already know what we do in this show. You know what we do in this show. We talk about the week's sports topics, the hottest ones. We're gonna throw in a little pop culture as well. We're gonna get better at it. We got a special one for y'all today. The Rolling Stones dropped their top 200 greatest singers list. Being as though I got three musicians here with me, we gonna hear what they got to say about it. And I'm gonna give you my take. Who's my greatest singer? But we definitely want to hear their opinion on it. More obviously other things going on. The national championship game is Monday. We're gonna get into that. Obviously our NFL locks, our final locks of the season. NBA. Is it 2K or is it NBA? Because it seems like it's 2K the way these dudes dropping buckets out here. Donovan Mitchell got 71. The next night, I think Giannis had 55, 52 or something like that. They going crazy out here. So we're going to talk about, is it defense or are they really just that much more skilled? But obviously the first topic we're going to get into today, everybody, if you didn't see what happened Monday night, I don't know where you've been at. Maybe you're really not a sports fan. But Damar Hamlin, safety for the Buffalo Bills, was making a routine tackle, and we seen what happened and what ensued next, basically. So, yeah, he made a tackle. He popped up, and then he collapsed. When he first collapsed, I thought it was concussion maybe, but then as time went on and they just kept cutting the break, and it just seemed a lot more serious than a concussion. A concussion is obviously serious. We seen what happened with Tua. But anyway, so they seen, then we find out that they had to perform CPR on him. Obviously, the ambulance rushed onto the field, brought him to a local hospital in Cincinnati, and obviously he's doing better. He's doing a lot better. He's progressed. They took the breathing tube out. He's talking to his teammates, but it was a scary moment for them 5 days because you just didn't know. Like, we thought really somebody had lost their lives on the football field. And it was definitely surreal watching it and saying, oh man, like all you thought about was Damar. What was y'all thoughts on it when watching the game, whether you seen it in a clip or live? What was y'all thoughts on it? E, I'm gonna start with you, brother.
To be honest with you, I didn't know what to think or whatever, and you gotta give it to the people on the field, whether it be the teammates, the EMTs that came out on the field. By the grace of God, that man is still alive. You know what I mean? The time that it takes for anyone to really figure out what's going on, and then them to get out on the field and then to get into his gear, you know what I mean? To cut his jersey off, to get the pads off, to be able to get to do compressions, you know what I mean? For the NFL staff, the players, they did a great job because he's still here.
Major kudos. You know what I mean? Good point on that. Major blessings and respect to the medical team and the experts out there because they acted fast. They planned for it. They don't want nothing like this to ever happen, but they were prepared. And listen, man, they saved that man's life. And there's nothing more you can really say. They saved his life.
It's a gladiator sport. People are moving at very fast speed, hitting each other. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what happened. When he lowered his shoulder, he pretty much planted his shoulder into his chest. And from what they're saying, his chest got hit in between heartbeats. So it stopped him, you know what I mean, his heart from beating. You know what I mean? So the adrenaline got him up, but it went straight down. And for them to do what they did or react the way that they did, you know what I mean? That's out of love for another player, or, you know what I mean? Because they can train all day for things to happen. You know what I mean? In different scenarios or whatever, and who knows how they're gonna act if something actually happens. This ain't a drill. You know what I mean? This is not a drill at all. This man is fighting for his life on the field, and they saved him. You know what I mean? So was it? Thank God he's alive and communicating and things like that. Because when you're down or your brain doesn't get oxygen or whatever, they were breathing for him on the field. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
dude, their thing out there, bro.
Right. Absolutely. So
He asked the doctors who won the game.
First thing,
Doctor says, you did.
yeah,
we wanted the game of life.
Hey, look, you won the game of life for one, and you let not just one, two, but you let billions of NFL fans around the world know that things can happen. This is, this not only just, it couldn't just been with him, with the Bills, could have been with anybody. The coaches show love too, leadership, because they was about to, continue the game. They say, nah, this can't go, this can't go on like that. Nah. So
I think they left it up to the players.
right. So basically, and kudos to the coaches too for saying, you know what, like we because your emotions is just gone then. There's, yes, playoff and stuff that's on the line, but this is a human life. We almost just he lay there for 9 minutes.
Yes.
So kudos to the coaches and the players on both teams, coming together like that.
Definitely. And that goes to show how strong he is as a person. Because if you're down or for 9 minutes, you're brain dead. You know what I mean? So for him to, that goes to show how strong he is. You know what I mean? Inside, outside, his spirit, everything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, they talked about it being a long road back. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to be a long road back. Obviously, he should really be focusing on just life, being able to breathe, and just when he gets out that hospital, smell the trees, smell the flowers. You know what I mean? He's going to have a new lease on life. But,
yeah,
I mean, 5 days ago, we didn't know what was going to happen with this young man. And to know Friday that he's talking, breathing on his own, talking, moving all his extremities. I mean, and he's still on some love y'all boys, and he's flexing on the camera, and he's throwing up the heart, the heart thing. It's like, man, like that's the testament to the soul and the human strength.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We put our bodies through so much more, we could put our bodies through a lot more,
Yeah.
But when we do certain things and we might abuse drugs or abuse food or abuse drinking, whatever, juice, candy, we deteriorate our body. But, these men are tip-top shape.
Yeah.
That, it allows them to withstand more. Obviously, the hits that happen in a football game, I mean, those are equivalent to car crashes, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean...
And then you in the cold.
Yeah.
You're in the cold hitting on a Monday night.
Yeah.
Cold. We're talking about Cincinnati right here, and it's on the actual turf.
Yeah.
So, man, it's crazy.
So, all right. Before we get into what... All right, we'll do this first. So, a lot of people got some backlash for saying... basically, they should have kept the game going. Or basically, Skip Bayless basically said... I'm paraphrasing. I don't got the whole quotes in front of me. But he basically said, how will this play out as far as seeding and things like that down the road? They have no choice but to cancel the game, but how is this going to really affect? It's going to, you know what I mean? What is this going to do as far as ramifications for the weeks down the road? This game right here, because it had major playoff implications. That game was a very big game. It was going towards home field advantage. Cincinnati and Buffalo are on track to still win home field throughout because they both beat Kansas City head up. What's up, E?
True.
Go ahead, bro. What's up?
The Chiefs, depending on who win or lose or whatever, they're still in that mix, whether it be this week as well. You know what I mean? So it did have big implications on the playoff or seeding the number one seed. home field throughout the playoffs or whatever. Um, I think that they have well, I don't even want to say a plan, but they're working on something. What did they decide to do as far as
Well,
this week?
getting into basically what everybody was kind of mad about Skip Bayless and things like that. One guy to do Leo Pignati or something who said, play the game because I got a parlay. Come on, bro. He works at ESPN too. Like, come on, bro. You out of pocket, bro. Like, seriously, go sit down somewhere. But anyway, I'm not gonna give him that much airplay. You know what I mean? He doesn't need it. You know what I mean? He's more famous than all of us. But anyway, what Skip Bayless said, he was too soon, but he was right. I mean, at the end of the day, it does have major playoff implications, but it was way too soon. It was way too soon to say that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what E's saying, from what I heard, basically the owners approved of an AFC Championship game on a neutral field. I don't like it. If I'm not mistaken, it's if Buffalo or Cincinnati is the road team, the game will be played in a neutral site. So if they're not, they're the home team, it will be played in either of their cities. You know what I'm saying? I don't, or maybe if them two meet up for the AFC Championship game, they will have to play it on a neutral field. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be what it is too. Like, I gotta get more into it. You know what I'm saying? I'll get back to y'all on that. You know, during the rest before the show is over. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. But I know they said they've decided that the game we played on neutral field, the AFC Championship game we played.
Okay.
I don't understand why they don't add, additional team in the AFC and additional team in the NFC.
I don't.
I mean,
Sorry, I don't. Not to cut you off, Sauce, but I don't think that. What is that? What is that? I don't think that helps.
no, because reason why I say that anyway, because all this controversy is odd. It's confusing. Look, 1-7, it's odd. They talking about they don't want to, for one, they forfeit the game. You have confusion in the AFC Central. This is in the AFC Central. You got Baltimore and the Bengals in the Central. That's the confusion right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they need an additional team there so it could balance itself out.
Yeah.
I'm for the additional teams or whatever because more football for me. Okay.
And you know what? And I know what? I wasn't even thinking selfishly, but I'm with you.
The season is too short. Don't get me wrong. Again, they're out there putting their lives, their bodies on the line. It's more physical than any other sport. You know what I mean? But baseball has 162. Basketball has 82 or something like
82.
that. 82. So, even hockey has
82.
Like, you know what I mean? I think that, anytime they add, like when they added the extra week last year or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, let's just make 2 weeks of preseason. That way you can evaluate the young players and if they need to or should be on the team or whatever. And you make 2 of the games regular season games. You know what I'm saying? I just want more football. So it's like as soon as it starts, you get into it, the season's over, playoffs starting. I'm like, oh damn.
I mean, they made the NFL because they have big passion for it. I don't think that safety wanted us to feel sorry for him, but we are aware that he is human. Feel me? Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I'm with E. And I ain't gonna say in a selfish way, but I just want the playoffs to even out, not just for us, but for the office too. Sure, y'all gonna get more money.
You know what I think, right? Because there's a lot of good teams that have winning records that don't even make the playoffs or whatever because of, you know what I mean, divisional things or whatever. Fine, we have the divisionals, right? Add another team to each side or whatever. And the best teams with the best records, those are the ones that are in the wild card. Or, you know what I mean? Because there's a couple of teams, even if it's like the Bucks or a time or two with the Cowboys, you shouldn't get in the playoffs if you got a losing record. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't want to say it don't match up, but you got to do what you got to do as far as the division is. That division sucks.
But listen, some team
I
Seattle got to win.
sucks.
Remember, Seattle beat New Orleans with a losing record.
Yeah.
I want to suck like players suck. Sometimes things just don't go your way and you can't win everything. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, and sometimes you could tie games. You could tie games.
We don't want to talk.
Like
we don't want to talk
ties.
about. We don't want to talk about a damn tie because the damn tie cost us the playoffs. Cost Washington the playoffs,
exactly.
man. I'm not even trying to talk about it. Hayes over here laughing, keying over here. Like I'm not even trying to listen. His team contributed to us being out of the playoffs anyway. But that beat down they put on us down in Santa Clara. I mean, they beat the brake pads off us. And that's what caused Ron Rivera to make a snap judgment. And let's go with Carson Wentz and against the Browns. Damn it, man! Like, come on, man. Heineke was okay. Listen, Heineke's not. Listen, we won't get into it. Heineke's not the guy, but whatever. You still should have rolled with him. We're not in the damn playoffs. I guess if you want to add 2 more teams so the Commanders get in the playoffs, then yeah. But other than that, I don't think we should add 2 teams and 2 more teams. I think it should be. They can't play the game, obviously. But it's just got it's a kind of a tough luck this time. You don't get a neutral site. You know what I mean? Listen, if you don't get home field and Kansas City does, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but at the end of the day, the bigger picture is that a man something happened to him on the field. It was an accident.
Yes.
It could happen to any one of them players. Cardiac arrest can happen to any one of us. The right time, right place. You know, like he said. It just has to happen at that right time. And hopefully someone's there to resuscitate you. There's a professional there that can bring you back to life because that's different from a heart attack. Heart attack's different from a cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest, everything stops. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
And it's hard to come back from that. You know what I mean? So he lived. The man's alive. That's the blessing. You know what I mean? As far as the Chiefs and the Bengals and the Bills are concerned, I wish there was a way to make this thing up. But obviously we can't. It's too late in the season.
Especially with them having games a few days later.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Cincinnati went into KC and beat them last year. Buffalo beat them twice, 2 years in a row in KC. So, in Kansas City, at Arrowhead. I mean, are they really going to be overly concerned if they got to go back? You know what I'm saying? Sauce, what are you doing? This is our first time recording, y'all, and Sauce is just going crazy. But anyway, let's get into... He doubled himself and he froze. Yeah, this dude is crazy. He's cooked up. All right, so look, let's get it. I'm gonna play these comments for you about my man Garrett Bush, Cleveland Sports. He made these comments on Twitter about the NFL. I want y'all to listen.
I just don't believe the league was never considering continuing the game.
I'm gonna keep it real. We in left field. I'm kind of hot right now too. I'm kind of hot because we do this every freaking time something happened on this field. Everybody want to pivot and act like they. I done heard people talking about, just the mental health of the players and you could die. They don't even know they could die out here. We sit here and talk about this stuff every single time. Schedule remakes. How we gonna make it up? What the league feels about it? I don't give a damn what the league feels about it. Keep it real. Why we don't talk about the stuff that matters? This young man, you wanna know how what this you need to know about him? He's 24 years old, right? He got a contract for $160,000. That's his bonus, and he earns $825,000 this year. You say, G. Bush, why are you talking about this man's money? Because guess what? He's been in the league 2 years. That means he's not vested. That means if he never plays another down in his life, he don't get another check for the NFL. Let's be clear about this. You got to play 3 to 4 years before you even sniff a pinch. So all this heartwarming and prayers and condolences don't do nothing for that boy's mom that got to go home, look at her son, and he might need extensive care for the rest of his life.
All right. Y'all heard what he said. You heard what he said for his salary. You heard what he said about before he gets a pension, he's got to play at least 3 years. And he might need extensive care for the rest of his life. Your reaction to what he said?
That man need to get paid because this is real, man. That health everybody seen on that field, like he almost psychologically, as fans, we seen it. So yeah, if he does get out the NFL, he should be taken care of by any means. On the hindsight, but the NFL care about him so much that he raised $7 million. But I know that's probably irrelevant to this state. But far as him living good, they need to take care of
I mean,
by any means.
I don't think he made it just. It wasn't the NFL players that put up $7 million. It might have been a lot of other people, but I'm not saying they didn't.
That's what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
The NFL world,
Yeah.
like the NFL
Well,
world. I don't know who
this man. The man.
he got blessed.
Right, but I'm
Put it
saying
like
the
that.
man Garrett Bush is talking about the NFL not looking out for him, how they've done in their past. Again, he's gonna get into the bigger details. I just wanted to get more in depth, I should say. I just wanted to hear y'all point at him saying about, look, what he makes and what his pension would be, but he can only be in the league. He has to be in the league 3 years. He hasn't been in the league 3 years yet. So as of right now, if he stopped playing, he's not receiving a pension. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So what he was saying. Go ahead.
Can I bring up something?
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
And it took the coaches instead of the big men upstairs to say, you know what, we need to stop this for a minute. It took everybody on the field. Makes me wonder, do you really care about these players? Or is this a pick a player who you want to, like, for example, Tom Brady was laying down like that. Like, the game would have automatically stopped. No ifs or buts about it. The fans would have went home less than 7 minutes instead of 2 hours. I mean, if I'm lying, let me know.
Yeah.
And if this is due to a point, we have to ask, like, is he going to be taken care of when he leave the NFL?
Well, that's what he's saying, and that's what he's trying to say. Like, hey, if he's only in there 2 years, he's probably not going to be. Even though they say they look out for their players. Go ahead, E. But I'll get back into your Tom Brady thing in a second. Go ahead, E.
The thing that's sad about it is he hasn't been in the league 3 years, or he's still under his rookie contract.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? I personally think that the NFL needs to have like a budget or something for something like this. You know what I mean? Because again, they've been trying to make the NFL safer, whether it be because of the helmets or, you know what I mean, the way they tackle and different things, concussions or whatever, you know what I mean? So they're trying to make it safer, but there's only so much you can do unless a situation happens, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Now, this isn't one of the first times a player has went down on the field. You know what I mean? Whether it be professional football, baseball, basketball, hockey.
Even hockey.
I mean, now,
hey, real quick, now before you go, remember Chris Pronger had a heart attack, cardiac arrest. He played 2 days later. Go ahead, E.
I fully understand whether it be Dennis Johnson for the Celtics or,
right.
You know what I mean? There was a few people that have played professional sports and that have died or almost died.
Yeah, you know Reggie. Reggie Lewis, Hank Gathers. You know what I mean? Just to name a few. Remember the dude from the soccer team, Denmark, I believe his name was Christian Eriksen. He went to cardiac arrest on the soccer pitch last year. I think he's back playing now, but he didn't play for like a year. My fault, but go ahead, E.
But I just think that being that there has been something like this in the past, that they should have, you know what I mean, some kind of pension for this kind of deal. Because again, what if he never plays again?
Yeah, like medical, like there should be like a special category for, like, I don't know what you call it, dire medical. You know what I mean?
Just if it happens while you're playing, the game. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It would have been different if he was playing a pickup football game in the park or something like that.
Absolutely.
He's an NFL player It happened to him on an NFL field, and he could never play again because of the NFL game and his job. You know what I mean? So there needs to be some kind of pension or something in case this happens on the field to someone and they never play again, or they're paralyzed, or you know what I mean, don't have full mobility in their extremities to get out there and physically play anymore. You know what I mean? So
All right.
again, it just sucks. He didn't play long enough to get a pension. They should give it to him anyway, just because.
Absolutely. But let me get in.
Yeah.
So let's get more in depth into what he's gonna get more in depth of what he's talking about right now. I'm gonna play it for you. Here we go.
From $22,000 a month to $4,000 in the last collective bargaining agreement. Did you know that the NFL has a private board that reviews all aspects with their doctors and with their neurologists and their specialists? They can deny benefits even if Social Security deems you to be permanently disabled. The league can come back and then say, you know, the government is they're experts, but let's take it over so we don't pay anything out. Only 15% get approved by Social Security. The league says that number should be lower. Get that. 15% of the people who apply for disability in this country, I know I was a disability expert. It's very low. I submitted over almost 250,000 applications in 1 year one time. I know. Since the CTE settlement, only 6.5% of the settlement has been paid according to the admin's website. I looked it up yesterday. And 60% of the claims have a qualifying diagnosis but have not been paid. Let's talk about this. They're also moving the pension. And that pension, he got to make it to 55. He's 24. And they've moved that between 3,000. They moved it down to 3,000 when it was 5,600 a month. And the last stat that you should know about is the Bills owner Terry Pagula owns the Sabres as well as the Buffalo Bills, and his net worth is $6.7 billion. My question to you is, NFL, when do salaries become guaranteed? If you know these young men are going out there.
All right. You heard what he just said. Basically, that's basically what it should boil down to. Salaries, and listen, NBA is guaranteed. MLB is guaranteed. Hockey and NFL contracts should be 1,000% guaranteed, not 100, 1,000% guaranteed. Y'all heard what he said. Y'all gave the stats. That's crazy. I can't even call it disrespectful. It's just wrong. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all thoughts, man. My thoughts, NFL, you got to do better, man. That's crazy, man. NFL, you got to do better, man. You got to do better, man. Go ahead, E. I'm going to let E go first, so real quick. Go ahead, E.
When they say that something is guaranteed, it's only partial of it be guaranteed. You know what I mean? Other than that, you got to go out there and play. Like every game, you get a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the year. That's how your salary is broken down, kind of deal.
Yeah, but not E. In basketball, if you sign a $200 million contract, they owe you that whole $200 million. Whether they trade you or not, they still owe you that. They have to, when they trade you, another team has to kind of take that money off their hands.
Only 9 times out of 10, only part of it is guaranteed, unless they say it's a guaranteed contract. Because again, every game that they play, they get a certain amount, kind of deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you don't play, then they're not getting that amount. You know what I mean? So when it comes to certain things, especially when it comes to business, right? When people max out, they try to find different ways to get more. You know what I mean? And it's the same with the NFL or any business.
The capitalistic world.
It's a shame, right, that disability doesn't let people with disabilities get on disability. You know what I mean? Like, I had constructive surgery with both of my knees, bro. And I've never gotten it. I've tried for years. I couldn't walk for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I literally needed help doing almost everything. If not everything at one point. I needed help taking a shower and everything, bro. I'm telling you, it was bad. But they didn't think I was disabled enough. You know what I mean? So I don't go through the kind of stuff that the NFL players do or whatever. Again, I hurt my knees playing basketball and things, but disability ain't gonna put anybody on disability if they don't think it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be out of your mind to get disability. Most of the time, a physical disability isn't enough.
I mean, for the NFL, I mean, they should have their own little separate thing, but you know what I mean? Because, you know?
They should, but that's why I said they should have a pension
Right.
for people that play their sport, because you wouldn't be. It's a multi-billion-dollar business.
No, but
they get billions a year.
Yeah,
so
brother,
you trying to tell me you put money aside to help keep your?
No, they do have a
players
pension.
healthy?
You heard what he said. They do have a pension. It was $5,500. Now it's $3,000. But you don't get it until you're 55. Right. So you get $3,000 a month.
They should have it where if they're playing and they get hurt like this or whatever, you know what I mean? It shouldn't even be an issue.
Right. I get you. Not it shouldn't just be till he's 55. They should get it automatically.
You know what I mean?
As soon as they retire, they should get it.
Yeah.
As soon as they retire, they should get the pension.
Whoever, it doesn't make any sense, guys.
Yeah. What's up, Sauce?
So, what not need to be said do not need to be explained. See, it's not only physical.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
It's not even the physical. It's mental too. Like, there's players out there that's affected over that. Like, a lot of people could get over it because, you know, I'm not gonna say strong-willed or anything. But a lot of us wouldn't even be able to get over something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had got hit by a car, for example. You know what I'm saying? And I was playing, you know what I'm saying? I was playing football. So that's a double whammy. Playing football, you know, you thought you was about to go make the team because you was the fastest one, you get hit by a car. That's a double whammy. Your mental gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, as he would say, there is times where in the morning times, I can't put on my pants. Like, real life. Like, it's real. But on his part, what I'm saying on this part, if he wanted to apply for Social Security, based on what happened, y'all need not to just say anything. Look, you can have that money. We know you.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, man. It's NFL got to do better, man. That's all I would say. Like, I don't know if they made strides, but they got to do better.
I was wondering the same thing when Sasa just said that.
Right.
Something like that will change your whole mental. Like, unless he's like that strong-willed, he'll never be the same back he was before, because he will always have that in his head. If I take a hit too hard, it's it.
Absolutely.
God gave me that chance. It's it. You know what I mean? So if he'll never be who he once was. Everything he'll second guess. He'll never be the first to the step because he's always gonna have that back as my shit. Excuse my language, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. NFL, man. Listen, you got to do better. That's all I would say. Take care of these players from the jump. Don't wait till they're 55. That was a very long topic. We went over a lot. What's up, Sauce?
Well, I was gonna say, piggyback on you. They need to be more mindful. They need to put themselves in them players' shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them executives never played football. They only see what they see, but they don't understand what's happening on that field for real.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, it was a deep topic. We're going to try to lighten the mood a little bit when we come back from the break. Fanatical Masshole Show. Stay locked.
Yes, sir.
I look at young and see me, only the times change. Uploading his crimes to IG, so-called fame. Broke it down, slow down, that's the wrong way. The feds come get ready, cause you're dying there from old age.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back. Fanatical Masshole Show. King Sasso, E. Freeman, Hayes on the board.
Yeah.
It's your boy Mizzo.
Yeah.
All right, we said we're going to lighten up the mood a little bit. Well, I was going to save this for later, but Sasha's right. You know, let's lighten up a little bit. So Rolling Stones released their top 200 greatest singers list. Now, we looked up 20 to 1. Hey, read that off for me. What's 20 to 1? So 20 is Marvin Gaye, am I correct?
yeah,
20 is Marvin Gaye.
Yes, sir.
Number 1 is Aretha Franklin. So we're gonna do it like this.
Marvin Gaye's 20, Frank Sinatra 19.
And I called it.
Whoever,
So Marvin Gaye's 20, Frank Sinatra's 19, Celia Cruz 18, Elvis Presley 17, Prince is 16, Bob Dylan is 15, Freddie Mercury's 14. Go, bro. Let me get the rest of them. My fault. 12 is John Lennon, 13 is Patsy Cline, Little Richard's 11, 10 is Al Green, 9 is Otis Redding, 8 is Beyonce, 7 is Stevie Wonder, 6 is Ray Charles, 5 is Mariah Carey, 4 is Billie Holiday, 3 Sam Cooke, 2 Whitney Houston, 1 Aretha Franklin. That's the top 20 of the list.
Now,
hold on a second though, before you go, Saj. One of the notables is crazy is Michael Jackson is number 86 on here. Now that's
one disrespectful thing.
And Louis Armstrong is 39.
I mean, Mark Anthony's 167, Debbie Harry's 168. You know, you got some people like Chris Stapleton, Odetta's on here. Luther Vandross is number 31. Oh yeah, matter of fact, you got the list. Keep scrolling down. So Luther Vandross is 31. Hank Williams, that's the Monday Night Football guy, is number 30. Shaka Khan is 29. Dolly Parton is 27. Mahalia Jackson is 28. Kurt Cobain 35, 36. Who else? Curtis Mayfield is what? What was Curtis Mayfield? Etta James is 41. That's Josh's girl. Kurt Mayfield is 38. Louis Armstrong's 39. Listen, I'm gonna turn to the musicians on this thing. Aaliyah's 40. I'm gonna turn to the musicians on this thing here.
Somebody is missing.
As we scroll, hold on. Hold on, bro. Who's that? Aaliyah?
Aaliyah's 40.
Aaliyah's 40. Sade is 51.
Teddy Pendergrass is 42.
Teddy Pendergrass is 42.
They
got Ariana Grande is 43, y'all.
Over James Brown.
James Brown. I don't know. Look. Before we go crazy, I'm gonna let
Tony Braxton is 42.
Listen, we definitely gonna let Hayes a musician. We definitely gonna let Hayes chime in this. I'm not a musician. I'm gonna step back and just listen to the fireworks go off. Pow, 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 pow.
Keep reading them off.
Listen, I'm gonna read them off while y'all go.
I'm gonna read the whole thing.
I'm gonna read them off while all y'all go. I'm gonna we'll let Hayes go last. We'll let E Freeman go first because he's the more calm. We'll let the calm person go first. E, what you think?
You said that Michael Jackson is what?
86.
86.
And Ariana Grande is in the 50s.
And Ariana Grande is 43.
Above James Brown.
How is that?
Lady Gaga's 58. Tina Turner's 55.
Willie Nelson is 54.
Willie Nelson is 54.
Where's Patti LaBelle?
Patti LaBelle is not. I don't even think Patti LaBelle's further down. Patti LaBelle's like 190 something.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, Patti LaBelle's down on the list. Keep going down. So Hayes is gonna keep scrolling down. Yeah, that's the list. Go ahead, E. My fault. Go ahead, E.
What they got Whitney on the list?
Whitney Houston's number 2.
You let me find Whitney.
Whitney Houston's number 2.
Oh, okay.
No, listen, the top 20's not too bad. I don't think Elvis Presley should be in it, but the top 20's not too bad.
Smokey?
Huh? Patti LaBelle's number 74, Sauce. My fault. Go ahead, E.
Smokey Robinson. Where's Smokey on the
Where's Smokey Robinson? Didn't we pass him?
Yo, I want y'all to listen to
Rihanna's 68.
Take this in.
D'Angelo's 75 over Michael Jackson. Bruce Springsteen is 77. Janis Joplin's 78. Janis Joplin's cool, though, at 78.
Well, that just lets me know the next video I shoot, I got to do it in the shower.
Go ahead. Just keep going down. Hold on, keep going.
I'm not exactly sure.
Johnny Cash is 85. Amy Winehouse 83. I can see that. Amy Winehouse. She was dope.
She was dope, but she didn't live long.
Yeah, she didn't. Her complete was incomplete. Selena's 89. You could say the same thing about Selena. Rest in peace. Yeah, Selena, 89. She's 89. Incomplete, but she was good. Selena was great.
Where's
hold on, I didn't even let E go. Go ahead. I'm not gonna keep interrupting you. As you stop, then I'm gonna give you more of the list. Go ahead, E. Ask me who you ask about.
Too late.
I'm just enjoying listening to this stuff because come on, Michael Jackson is that high on the list, and Ariana Grande is where?
She's 44, 43.
Disrespect.
86?
86, bro.
Disrespectful.
Cole?
Now, you think they're saying it more from like, because we know entertainer, that was Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson can sing. I mean, if you listen to One More Chance or I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus or what's the other joints he had? I mean, ABC. I mean, Michael Jackson got some pipes on him since he was a kid. He could sing. Man in the Mirror, he could sing, but maybe they're looking at it like he wasn't the singer that Ariana Grande. He's more an entertainer. That's probably how they look at him. You know what I'm saying?
With all respect, Ariana's voice isn't even hers, it's Mariah's. With all respect.
I'm not disrespecting Ariana Grande.
I'm not disrespecting they put her that high for Michael. We got problems. That's like my second guy. I can't be mad. Sam Cooke is third.
All right, well, you let E go. You gonna have your turn, Hayes. We're gonna let Hayes shine in a minute. Go ahead, E.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful to anyone that does music or whatever because, you know, I support because I do it as well. And it takes a lot for anyone to get in front of anyone and do anything. You know what I mean? So I support all artists, right? Now, I don't know who made these polls or what, but there's no way that Michael Jackson is 85th or 6th on the list. And there's so many people that I can disagree with before that. And I'm not saying that I would Jackson, I'm not saying I will put him number one. I'm not saying that. But he's going to be somewhere before or after Prince.
Yeah, he's got to be top 25. That's in my opinion. I mean, look, before you keep going, E, they got Usher 97. Before you keep going, E, they got Usher 97, Anita Baker's 92, Stevie Nicks 93, Vicente Fernandez 95, Bob Marley's 98, Gladys Knight's 101.
Whoa, that's disrespectful.
Taylor Swift 102. Aaron Neville's 104. I mean, go ahead, E. I don't, like I said, I'm not a musician. I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead, E. My fault, bro.
But you got ears, though.
Maybe they're going off of how many, you know, when they were the cover of Rolling Stone, how many, you know, magazines they sold or something. Because it can't be about music. All of these people they're at, you know what I mean? It can't be about music or album sales or anything like that. Influence or anything that, you know, people that have graced the Rolling Stone magazine has brought to the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Because who's brought more than, I'm not even gonna name any names anymore. You guys go.
Go ahead, E. Get mad, bro. Stop with the Gandalf stuff. Just get mad, bro. That's it. It's okay.
Yo, Sauce. Erykah Badu is 115.
I just saw that, man.
Who I was writing that magazine, they were smoking that. No, man. But anyways,
yeah, don't do it.
Out, right?
It's a family.
Hey, check this out. This is what I'm mad. Can I tell you what I'm mad at for real?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. What you mad for? Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
Mad, bro?
Dirty Diana, which is me and Johnson's favorite joke. We love that. We love Dirty because he's about to do Dirty Diana. That joint ain't finished yet. But the way he sang that song, it was a story to that song. I mean, what we are missing here? 86? The king of pop? 86?
Yeah, man, I don't. Listen.
That don't make sense.
We were both, all three of us, remember we had our pre-show meeting and we all said the people that we all three named were in the top 5. E said Whitney Houston, she was 2. Yep. Sauce had it right on the head. Aretha Franklin 1. I said Mariah Carey, she was 5. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they kind of thought like us when it comes to the top 5 at least. You know what I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Listen,
we know good music, and I think that, you know, we can agree with certain people. And as far as vocalists goes or singers, those were, you know, give or take a person or two. Because we're not saying that Mike was the most talented vocalist, but he didn't suck by any means.
No,
you know what I mean?
Lauryn Hill is 136.
Will you stop interrupting?
See, that's the problem.
Go ahead, E, man. Let the man go.
Lauryn Hill is an amazing vocalist. She should not be.
We gonna let.
All right, go ahead.
Are we gonna? All right, Saj, you done? Let this man go in because he wants to go in. No, I want you to scroll down the list and keep getting mad. Say what you gotta say. Go off. We are not gonna interrupt you. You got the floor. All right. Go off. Let it all go.
Go ahead.
No, go. Saj, you good? Or you got more? Or let him go off.
I just want to read the list and get back. That's all I want to do.
Let him go off, Saj. You know what I mean? But Saj a musician too. Saj, what you think about the list though? I know you already kind of said it, but how you really feel about the list?
I'm mad at the Michael Jackson part, and I'm with you. Like,
Absolutely.
I've already called it. When it comes to vocals, like real vocals, like Aretha Franklin really have it. I don't know what's going on down the other list. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Christina Aguilera.
But the Michael Jackson part, that's kind of disrespectful.
She's one. Oh, I just had her.
Oh,
She's 141.
Christina Aguilera is 141.
41. Come
Hey,
on,
yo,
she's an
and for
amazing.
my blues fans out there, I want y'all to know that Bobby Blueland is at 163. That makes no sense.
Oh, he made the list.
He made the list at 163.
No question. All right. Without further ado, Hayes, go
Where's
off,
Murray
bro.
Wells?
What happened? Who?
Where's Murray Wells?
Not even on the list, bro.
Not on the list.
Oh, no Murray Wells.
But Frank Ocean made it.
Frank Ocean made it thote. Go ahead, Hayes. I'm gonna let you go off. I'm not saying no more. I'm gonna step back. I'm letting Hayes go off.
Yo,
Go off quick so we can.
this list is. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like they start off good.
Who the hell made it?
It had to be a kid. Somebody who thought he knew about music. That's what it was. I don't. But he's right. They have to be going by something because it can't be hits and it can't be vocals.
Yeah, we talking hits. I mean, damn.
Because if it's vocals, Beyonce should not be over Etta James or anybody else like from that era. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, she got a good voice, but she ain't Etta James. Know what I mean?
Again, mind you,
And what's her name?
y'all gotta put.
Stacey Chapman didn't even make the list.
Let's put some people. No doubt, but let's put some people on though. Who's Etta James? Where can they find her stuff? Name a song so these people can go look her up. I'm gonna go look her up. I ain't gonna lie. I might have heard of Etta James, but I ain't listened to her like that.
I got you on the Etta
At
James.
last. Etta James at last.
Oh, my
You
bad.
know,
Yo, fam. Yo, black people, don't kill me. Black people, don't come get me for that. I'm sorry. I apologize. I forgot her name. I forgot. I heard that song. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, the way they
Don't come get me. I'm sorry.
The first three, though, I can't get mad at. Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, and Sam Cooke. And I've always said it to everybody, and they give me a face. I think Sam Cooke was probably the best male singer that's ever lived.
No question.
He can hit notes and turn his voice into a flute.
No question.
Like he had that twang of, then he do that
Okay.
thing and just turn into a flute. Personally, I personally believe he's right where he should be. Because he's under the two baddest females ever do it. So male perspective, he's number one. You know what I mean? So then I don't know, it's like, and then once they get a little deeper into this, it's...
By the way, keep resting in peace to the Queen, Whitney Houston. And Aretha Franklin. I think Aretha Franklin died too, right? She just died. Rest in peace to both the Queens. Rest in peace to Sam Cooke.
Paul McCartney is on
Rest in peace to all the musicians on this list that are not here. Rest in peace. We see y'all. We recognize y'all. You get y'all flowers.
Paul McCartney is under Mary J. Blige. Mary J. is 25 and he's 26.
I think Mary J. should be in the top 20.
I believe.
I mean, she's top 25. She's top 25, but
that high.
Where Prince should be what Elvis is. Mike should be what Prince is, and she should have been up here.
Man, to me, Elvis shouldn't even be on the damn list. But that's just me. I got my own opinions on Elvis. I don't even know musicians like the music that, but I got my own. Go ahead, E.
They weren't gonna make this list without putting Elvis somewhere.
Yeah, go ahead, E.
You know what I mean?
Prince and Michael Jackson should be like back to back.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Prince should have been 17 and Michael should have been 16.
Listen, I love Adele. Adele's voice is beautiful.
Yeah, she shouldn't be in 20. I would have put her in the top 10. Like,
I don't think I don't think I'd put her above Mary though. Is what I'm saying.
Oh no,
not above Mary J. Blige.
No.
They both probably should be in the top 20. But I think Mary J. should be ahead of her.
Honestly, and a lot of people gonna get mad if I say this though. I feel like Frank Sinatra should be lower.
What number?
Hold on. I didn't hear E. What you say, E? You cut out.
Unfortunately, I would have to put her above Mary.
Adele?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Her vocal range.
What number is Adele?
Ooh. 22. Adele's 22. Mary J's 25. Adele's 22. She's 3 slots ahead of her. 2 slots, whatever.
I think Paul McCartney should have been in like the 60s.
Yeah, her voice like that though.
No,
Adele
listen,
voice. her
Adele's
voice
great.
like
That's what I'm saying. She's great, but she's great. Adele's great. Adele's great. She might be in the top 10 by the time it's over when they make a new list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. She's bad.
They need to make a new list tomorrow.
Yeah, so all right,
Kelly Clarkson.
Mark Anthony is higher than Michael Jackson in this list. That's wild.
Kelly Clarkson should be higher on the list too, man.
I think honestly though, I really believe
she can too. She can sing. 198. What's she? 198? 194? That's disrespectful to her.
I think Frank Sinatra should have been.
She's on the low. She's near the 200. She's near the bottom of the list. Kelly Clarkson. That's disrespectful. She should have been higher.
I think Frank Sinatra should have been at 12 or 13. Honestly.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra should be higher. He shouldn't be 20. He should be 19.
Yeah. I personally think he a bad mother.
Yeah. Frank Sinatra's that dude.
Like, just the way he do that. New York.
Okay. Okay.
He should be higher.
Let's go.
He was a better and a leader, bro. He was that guy.
Yeah, man.
James Brown at 44, that don't sit right with me.
Nah, man, listen, I got a bunch of James Browns, but they might be looking at James Brown like more of an entertainer. So because he entertained, that knocked him down.
It's a man's world.
Oh, no, he's nice, bro.
James Brown is not a singer. He's a rapper. You know he's the first rapper?
Oh, what? What? Is that real? Okay, I believe you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a man's
No, look. He ain't no karate. He knew Courageous. Yes,
Crazy.
Mick Jagger at 52. How do we all feel about that? I kind of feel like it's in the ballpark.
Yeah, Mick Jagger's straight at 52. He's good.
Probably still higher.
Sade should be higher. Sade should be higher, man. Sade she put you to sleep. Sade get you. Sade make you feel good. You know what I mean? Like it's that feel good sexy though. It ain't like
Teddy Pendergrass
you know.
at 42.
Teddy Pendergrass, man. Listen, good lord, I gotta get more Teddy Pendergrass stuff. Teddy Pendergrass will get you there. What's up? What's up, E?
Where they got R. Kelly at?
He's not even on the list.
He's number 200.
No, he's not. R. Kelly's not 200.
It says pedophile right here.
Oh no, R. Kelly's not even on the list. It honestly might be because of that though, bro.
Yeah, that's really why.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, some of these people have had allegations against them. There's people who've done some bad things on this list that you know what I mean, but maybe they're not been convicted. But what R. Kelly did, they probably felt so heinous they didn't want to put him on the list. I think it's wrong. He still should have been on the list. Call him what he is. He still should have been on the list.
That's what found that guilty. I don't get it.
And if we're going
He's guilty though. He got found guilty.
People are gonna get mad at me about this, but if we're going vocally, I'd put Stevie over Ray.
Stevie over Ray Charles. What y'all think?
I'd put Stevie over.
They
vocally.
Ray Charles is 6. Stevie Wonder 7.
Vocally, yeah, I would put Stevie over Ray.
No, I agree. I agree.
Where's Rick James?
Where's Rick James? Rick James ain't on the list.
Actually, I didn't even notice you could search.
How is Rick James not on the list and Little Richard is?
Yeah, nah, that I don't know. I don't know. That's why I say, yo, bro.
Little Richard was that guy, bro.
That's why I say, yo, we gonna sit there and have a We gonna have some a conversation about it, yo. That was crazy.
Oh, I got a headache.
Yeah.
Where's Rick James?
You was supposed to be a feel good topic, Si, so you ain't supposed to have a headache.
He is not on here.
I'm loving this right now, man. I'm loving this conversation right now. Listen, everybody out there,
Janet's not even on here, bro.
make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Talk about it. Let us know what you think about the list. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put this in the atmosphere too.
Where is Brian McKnight?
Brian McKnight is not on the list.
Oh, that's another one.
Not on the list.
Brian McKnight is not on the list.
Not on the list.
Brian McKnight ain't on the list. Joe's not on the list.
Joe ain't on the list. KC or JoJo ain't on the list. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean? Like the Temptations. They put David Ruffin on the list, but nobody else from the Temptations.
Facts. David Hollister's not even on the list.
David Hollister should have been on the list, man. Listen,
on there, bro.
I don't know, man. Listen, like we said, like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Who is your top 20 on this
Who's
this
missing?
list?
Oh, who's missing?
Who's missing? I mean, listen. Yeah, but that too. What Sas said, put who's missing. Fanatical Masso Show, E. Freeman, Sasso, Hayes on the board. Lizzo, we right back after this with more topics. Stay locked.
So-called fame. Broke it down, slow down, that's the wrong way. The feds come get ready, cause you're dying there from old age.
Yo, welcome back. Fanatical Masso Show, E. Freeman, King Sasso, Hayes on the board, Smizzo. All right, let's switch your gears back to sports. NBA's been crazy this week. It's been crazy all season as far as scoring. I mean, listen, let's go through all the 50-point games, shall we, gentlemen? So we got 50 and above. We got hold on a second. My bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's crazy. Hold on a second, man. It's so we got 13, 14.
Donovan Mitchell, 71 points, right?
Yeah, yup, 71 points the other day against the Bulls. 14.
Woo!
So we got 14 50-point games in the NBA already this season. We're not even to the break yet. Obviously, All-Star break is next month, but still. What would you guys attribute that to? Would you attribute to the players being more skillful, which they're gonna say, you know what I mean? Or would you attribute it to, listen, I watch these games faithfully. I have League Pass. I watch the Nets faithfully. They call a lot of ticky-tack fouls, man. Like, basketball, to me, it shouldn't be a full contact sport like football, but it's a contact sport. You know what I mean? Like, good Lord. But I'm going to let y'all go. I honestly, I think they're not letting these guys play enough defense. But there also is a lack of wanting to play defense, too. There's a lack of effort on defense. That's what I see. But, Sas, I'm going to let you go first. What's the reason for this scoring outburst right now in the NBA?
One, when you have a point guard that can score, it helps out when they kick it out to, like, the small forwards that could shoot threes. Or, there's the 5, the small forward for power forward is a 5. So they shooting threes on the outside, and they have an inside game also. The only thing is, like you said, is defense, not a lot of defense being played, but sometimes they make the steals at the right time, or in order to have a complete game, such as Donovan Mitchell, 71 points. Somebody have to be at the free throw line. You have to make them clutch free throws in order to complete the game. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have 71 points and you lose the game, because that's all flushed out the window. So as long as you play defense at the pivotal time to, maintain your man's getting 71 points, then your team can move forward. That's a contender. And I got Cleveland Cavaliers, going to the playoffs, because that's fine. And, in the first half, going to the second half.
We ain't worried about Cleveland. Worry about your Wizards. How about that? Wizards ain't going nowhere. You check this out. Worry about your Wizards, bro. Check it out.
Hey, look.
Here we go.
I ain't even going there with the Wizards. I already know Thumbhead ain't doing nothing.
Listen, bro, I gotta get some wins in, bro, because the Capitals beat that's a whole nother sport. It don't matter, man. I gotta get some wins back, man. I'm tired of losing, so I'm coming at your Wizards because your Capitals beat the brake pads off my Rangers. But we're not talking about hockey right now.
That's why you mad.
I am. I'm hating. E, go ahead, E. Go ahead, E. Let E go. I'm mad. That's why I'm mad, son. Anyway, we'll talk about your Wizards. Real quick before E goes, though. Before E goes, Luka Doncic got 2 of them 50-point games, so we know that. And I think Embiid's got Luka and Embiid got 2. Got 2 of those 50-point games. You know what I mean? So those ain't point guards. Those ain't point guards. Those are small forwards. Well, Luka's a point forward, and Embiid's obviously a center. But so those really ain't point guards. But yeah, I guess Luka's kind of a point guard in a sense. He's listed as a point guard, but he's 6'7". But anyway, go ahead, E.
Well, you can kind of say it's because of a bunch of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because of just one. You know what I mean? They got rid of the zone defense. You know what I mean?
So, you can play it in the league still.
You can, but to a certain point. If the center's standing over there by the 3-point line, I gotta go over there with him.
Yeah, because then they call defensive 3 seconds. I got you. You're right.
So again, it's more emphasis on the 3-point shot now. So teams are shooting way more 3-pointers than previous years. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick before you go, E. Imagine if it was emphasized more when Jordan was playing. What he would have scored.
But they had Tony Kukoc who could shoot.
Yeah, but I'm saying, bro, it's not. I'm gonna let you go, Gutty. I'll get back to what me and Sas. Me and you get back into that, Gutty. I'm gonna let you finish your point, Gutty.
With that question you just asked, who knows what Mike would have scored? He would have scored whatever he wanted to because he was unstoppable.
My man.
It depends on how he felt when he came out, because there was times he'd come out and he would tell the person a number and he'd start counting backward. You know what I'm saying? And at the end, that's what he would have. You know
Absolutely.
What I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
Now, when it comes to the NBA or the scoring, they're shooting quadruple the amount of 3-pointers. You know what I mean? And everybody's shooting 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? So whether it be down low, rebounds, or whatever, whether it's just, first of all, let's give it to their skill. You know what I mean? There's real skill in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So whether it be handles, shooting, driving to the basket, left or right, rebounding, hustling every possession. So there's no reason why you wouldn't think a person like Donovan Mitchell wouldn't eventually put up 70-something points, or Giannis is who most consider the best player in the league right now. Why wouldn't he put up these points like other players? Not necessarily saying Michael Jordan or Kobe or the Karl Malones, or you know what I mean? Just the great players that have played the game. You know what I'm saying? The Charles Barkley, or you know what I'm saying? And just Larry Bird, the ones that leave it all on the court. You know what I mean? The ones that kind of taught us or that we saw growing up. So they saw him, and you know what I mean? And it just drives you to be better kind of deal. So we're going to start with just skill. So the players now are, I don't want to say in their prime, so they know their game. They know what they can and can't do. They're taking advantage of lackadaisical defense or positioning or whatever, you know what I mean? So I think their physical ability and their mental is gelling now. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, E. I got you. Go ahead, Sas.
Well, I ain't gonna be mad at the Brooklyn Nets because they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? As a team.
You can't be mad, so it don't matter. But go ahead.
Man, go ahead, man. Drink some water.
Brooklyn, Eastern Conference Championship.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
You heard him.
I doubt that part right there. I mean, Celtics got to go back. They got to go back for real. I mean,
I can't even say nothing about. I can't say nothing about the Celtics right now. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics are great. They're a good team. You know what I mean? Even though they gave up 150 points to the Thunder without their best player a couple nights ago, 150 points, 150. 150.
I don't mind the Wizards going to the championship, but that's another story, though.
That ain't happening. Don't even worry about it. You got a better chance. You might as well bank on your Capitals or your what's them guys? You got them on the Nationals, man. I'm bugging out.
Oh, shoot. Hey, look, you see this? Do y'all see that? Check.
Check.
You know
Check.
I could be totally wrong. It could end up being like Miami and Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Because those are probably going to be the 4 teams that are going to decide who goes to the Eastern Conference Championship. You know what I'm saying? But, if Middleton didn't get hurt last year, maybe Milwaukee would have went to the championship. Same thing as far as Miami goes. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens second half of the season.
I'm with you, E, on that. E. All right, let's switching gears real quick, man. NFL Hall of Fame semifinalists have been released. Let me just get this pulled up here right now for y'all real quick. Give me 1 second, fellas. Hold up. Bear with me, y'all. I'm bugging out a little bit.
Yeah, this gonna be the fun one right here. Oh yeah. Y'all warmed up yet?
Yeah, this dude's cooked all the way up. So, all right, here's the semifinal. The finalists. I'm sorry. The finalists: Jared Allen. If you don't know who Jared Allen is, look him up. He defensive end. He played for the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Bears, and the Panthers. Willie Anderson, offensive tackle, played for the Bengals. Rondé Barber, he should already been in. Buccaneers, that's crazy. Anyway, Dwight Freeney, played for the Colts, defensive end. Rondé Barber was DB. Damn, I didn't even know Dwight Freeney played for all these teams. I thought he only played for one team. He played for the Chargers, the Cardinals, the Falcons, Lions, and the Seahawks. Dwight Freeney did? Where was I at?
Yeah.
Tory Big Game Holt. That's what they called him, E. Shout out to E. St. Louis, man. Tory Big Game Holt. He should already been in. Anyway, Tory, you know what I mean? He's up for again. He played for the Rams, St. Louis Rams, 99, 2008, and he played for the Jaguars. Tory Big Game, he was a monster. Let me stop it though. Andre Johnson, wide receiver, Texans, 2003, 2014.
Yeah, he was decent.
He played for the Colts and the Titans. Albert Lewis, cornerback. He last played in 93. I don't know, but anyway. Darrell Revis. That should be a slam dunk. Darrell Revis is a slam dunk to me. Joe Thomas, left tackle. You know he played for the Browns his whole career.
Yeah.
Zach Thomas, Miami Dolphins. He played for the Dolphins. He played for the Cowboys. Linebacker. Everybody knows Zach Thomas. DeMarcus Ware. He played for the Cowboys and the Broncos. He's linebacker. But he was like a DN too, though. You know what I mean? He put his hands in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Got in a 3-point stance. Edge rusher. He was a monster. He's a monster. He should be in. Reggie Wayne. Played for the Colts. We know who Reggie Wayne is. You know what I mean? I done blocked myself out. And then Patrick Willis. He only played about 8 years, but he was a monster. Patrick Willis, I think he was from Ole Miss, linebacker. He was a problem. Played for the Lions. And then the last one is Darren Woodson. He should already been in. He played for the Cowboys all his whole career. 92 to 2003. He should have been in.
I thought Devin Hester was on the list.
Yeah. Devin Hester, Richard Seymour. I thought there was more people on that.
I don't think they made the. They didn't make the finalist. They were semifinalists, but I don't think they were finalists.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
What a snub. That's snub.
Oh no, my bad, Sauce. He is here. Why'd I skip his name? I'm bugging out. Yeah, Devin Hester is here.
Man, come on,
I'm tripping.
Man, don't do
my
that.
fault. That's my bad.
Don't do that.
All right, so check it out. Who do we got? Who do you guys got going out of them names that I said? Who should be a slam dunk in the Hall of Fame? Who should go this year? Who should go?
Freeney for sure. Reggie Wayne for sure. Jared Allen for sure. Torrey Holt for sure.
Of course.
Rod Woodson, isn't he up there?
That's Darren Woodson. Rod Woodson's already in the Hall of Fame.
Not Rod, sorry. Darren Woodson, he should be in there. Those are the ones just off the top of my head. Right?
No question. Sauce.
Devin Hester.
Oh, yes. Devin Hester.
That's why I was waiting on the list. I was waiting.
Waiting to do what, man? Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, this dude's a bona fide game breaker. And look, there's not too many game breaking kickoff returner nor punt returner. Except for with Deshaun Johnson, Von Sackenhammer, Mel Gray, Brian Mitchell. Dave Megan, to name a few.
David Megan, you know what?
Dude right here
all right, Sauce.
is a real deal.
This what I'm saying. Like, that's how you know Sauce is old as hell. He went back to Viseka Hema and David Megan. Nobody, these kids, listen, I'm glad you said David Megan, though. Kids, look up David Megan for the Giants. He was a problem. He was a problem. Who? Who else?
Rondé Barber.
Yeah. But nah, Devin Hester, listen, Devin Hester ran the opening kickoff back in the Super Bowl. That should have sparked the Bears, but obviously the Bears had Rex Grossman at quarterback, so we know what happened after that.
Bros.
But my pick is who I got, definitely Devin Hester. Torrey Big Game Holt should already been in there to me.
Greatest show on turf.
Dwight Freeney should be in there. Willie Anderson. Darrell Reeves for sure. Joe Thomas for sure. DeMarcus Ware for sure.
Ware, yes.
I'm gonna say Reggie Wayne and Darren Woodson. You know what I mean? That's a lot of people. Like I was telling y'all pre-meeting, I think the NFL is starting to get into the NBA territory, which I don't like. It's Hall of Fame for a reason. Like when Deion said what he said last year, that everybody gets in for some reason, and there should be tiers of Hall of Fame, certain color jackets. You know what I mean? I'm with him. Like, everybody shouldn't just get in. Like, that's not what it is. I've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's amazing. If you're a sports fanatic, you're going to love it there. For real. I loved it. Walking through there, seeing the bust of all these guys. A lot of my favorite players, Art Monk. You know what I mean? You know I took a picture next to Art Monk. You know what I mean? And Art Monk, Darryl Green. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know I did that. Again, I like Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, man, playmaker. He was a Cowboy or not. I love Michael Irvin. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing the bust and just a lot of other things you could do. Like they had, you know, you could see all the championship rings and everything of each team. Like it was dope. But anyway, it's designed for the legends, man. You're supposed to be a legend if you're a Hall of Famer. A lot of these dudes aren't legends to me that are getting in the Hall of Fame. That's just me. But Torrey Big Game Holt, that's why you gave him that nickname. Torrey Big Game Holt. He came through when it mattered.
Yeah.
Darrell Reeves Island. Put him on an island. Ain't nothing happening. He's stuck.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Darren Woodson was a hard-hitting safety, man. He was one of the reasons why the Cowboys winning them Super Bowls on defense. Darren Woodson was a problem. Darren Woodson was a problem. DeMarcus Ware, we know what DeMarcus Ware is. DeMarcus Ware is a problem in Dallas and in Denver. It wasn't just Von Miller. Von Miller was Von Miller took off in the playoffs that 2015 season when they won the Super Bowl and the defense carried him even though Peyton Manning was there, but he couldn't really do much. His arm was a noodle by that point. But DeMarcus Ware was there too, and he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, and we know what Devin Hester is. You kick it to him, it's getting taken back. Don't kick it to Devin Hester. It's getting taken back. They taking it back. He's taking it back. Period, point blank.
For sure.
For sure. All right. Good list, good topics. We got more coming up for you. We're going to get into our week. Matter of fact, we're going to do it right now. Y'all got y'all week locks? Yeah. Y'all got y'all locks ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, so looking at this week, my games that I'm looking forward to, honestly, the games are coming on tonight. So I'm not really watching the Chiefs-Raiders game. I'm going to watch because I'm a sports fan, a fanatic. But I'm definitely going to be watching that Titans-Jaguars game. I'm going to be in front of a TV watching that game tonight. I got the Jags, man. I want to see the Jags in the playoffs. Duval County, stand up. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow, obviously the only game I'm really looking forward to is the Packers-Lions because that's obviously to get into the playoffs. I'll watch the Seahawks game because they could get in. I'm going to see how Sam Howell does because it's a lot of bullets. Again, Ron Rivera, the Washington Commanders, I'm pissed off. You fumbled away an opportunity to get into the playoffs. But I'm going to see. I want to see what Sam Howell does because we need to know if the quarterback of the future is on our roster. That's what we're missing. We didn't make the playoffs because of quarterback play. Now, don't get me wrong. The Browns gashed Washington last week with the run. Running quarterbacks give the Commanders problems. I seen Daniel Jones do it. We saw Deshaun Watson do it last week. 3rd and 13s, 3rd and longs. He scrambled. He getting out of trouble. And having room to run. And then just big plays they gave up. And obviously Carson Wentz forcing the ball. We get you out a big arm, but bro, stop. What are you forcing the ball for? They showed it. Mark Schler showed the play where he forced the ball in with a linebacker's covering. I believe it was Dotson up the seam, but a safety help over the top. It's a pick, but you got the man to check down. He's got at least 15 yards to run, and he doesn't throw it to him. He doesn't even look his way. Like,
had
listen,
a 1-on-1 in the slot.
yeah.
Had a 1-on-1 in the slot. Didn't even throw it to him.
Right.
Throwing double coverage.
Right. And obviously we're gonna be looking towards the Bengals, how the Bengals are looking, the Bills and the Bengals, see how they, now that everything's, not a wait, because it's not a wait, you know what I'm saying? But now that they know their brother in arms is basically free, not free, man. What am I saying? That he's out of the woods now. We can start step 2 of his recovery. You know what I'm saying, of his life. Let's see how them two play. But that's what I'm looking forward to. What are y'all looking forward to before we give our locks?
I am looking for
just football, because it's going to be competitive a lot. Is riding on some of these games, you know what I mean? The Patriots, if they plan on even getting to the playoffs, they have to beat the Bills. You know what I mean? The Bills have to win if they want home field advantage, not home court. The Jags, if they win, they're getting in. You know what I mean? If Green Bay wins, they're getting in. You know what I'm saying? There's a few games that, it has a lot to do with seeding or who's playing who in the playoffs or whatever. So I can't wait to see any of it. You know what I mean? So it's not just one. I want to see it all.
All right. Sauce, what you looking forward to, bro?
Man, look, I don't even know for real. I just know that week 18 is mysterious. It's very mysterious because there could be some spoilers.
Yeah. It's time to go to bed, bro. Take a nap. Yo. This dude's crazy.
Man, look, I'm being honest to you. I don't know what to look for in the playoffs. Only thing I know that this is week 18. This is the last game of the season. This is something like, I hate to use the word soap operas, but that's what it is. Like, this where you tune in, see who's going to be in, who's going to be, sitting on the couch with nothing in the cup. You know what I'm saying? The drink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So before we get into that, we're going to get into last week's locks, see how we all did. Who owes what, if we went head-to-head on anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to see real quick. So I went 1-4. Crazy. The Broncos are the only ones who held me down. Everybody else, the Packers, the Vikings let me down. Eagles let me down. Dolphins let me down. And the Falcons let me down. So E went, obviously, one of the games, E's incomplete because it didn't happen. The Bills-Bengals. What did the Bucks win by? Bucks only won by 4, right? What did it win, 24-20? Hold up, I got you. Hold up. Oh, no. Man. No, they won. No, 30-24. So E, damn. E went, oh, snap. So E basically went 4-0. E came out blazing and went 4-0 on us. He quietly snuck us and went 4-0. Yo, this dude is out of his mind. That's crazy, yo. He got us 4-0. So E went 4-0. Sauce, obviously you got another incomplete. Boom. Let me see. Hold up. Nah, because of the Bills and Bengals. Didn't matter. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Who picked who?
And then you got, so then you came up with what? What are you talking about?
Who picked who between them two? I remember they went head-to-head.
So y'all went head-to-head, I think, on Steelers Ravens. Nah, y'all both had Steelers Ravens.
I think they should buy a mutual 6-pack and split it.
Buy a mutual 6-pack. Don't listen to him. So Sauce went 2-2. You know what I'm saying? That's where we went. I had a horrible week. We didn't go head-to-head on nothing. Yo, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. That's right, we did. Sauce, you owe me a 6-pack, bro. That's another 6-pack. Because we went head-to-head on the Broncos and we went head-to-head on the Broncos and Chiefs. You took the Chiefs. You lost that. I took the Broncos.
I'll be right back.
Man, stop it. I need my shit sent. I need my stuff part itself. I need my stuff sent next day air, bro. Right out here.
I got this in a 6-pack.
Vienna sausage. Yo, if y'all watching, this dude got Vienna sausage. This dude's out of his mind, man. All right.
Growing up, let me tell you about it.
All right, now I'm gonna get my locks. Let's move on. Yo, so look. All right, here's my locks, man. I got the Bucks +4 against the Falcons. I don't even understand how the Bucks are the underdogs on this. Bills -7.5 against the Pats. Broncos -3. The Dolphins. I'm sorry. Browns +2.5. The Steelers against the Steelers, and I got the Giants +14.5 against the Eagles. E, who you got?
I got the Jags over the Titans. Was it 6.5?
Jags are giving up 6.5, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Chiefs, Raiders.
Okay.
The Browns, Steelers.
Who you got? Oh no, who you got though? Chiefs or the Raiders? Who you got?
Chiefs.
All right, so you got Chiefs 8.5. Damn, that's a lot of points, bro.
Hey, I like Jarrett Stidham. He showed some good things in New England. He's back over there with Josh McDaniels. That's why he traded for him. You know what I mean? I just don't think they're good enough to defensively to stop what the Chiefs do. You know what I mean? Next one, I'm going to go with the Lions and Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers. I think it's 4.5. Last one, I'm going to go with Ravens Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals.
Well, you got 5, bro. So you got Bengals. You got to get 5. You got one more. Bengals.
Doing 5.
What were we only doing 4? I did 5. You want to do? You only did 4. You got one more.
Oh, okay, my bad. Browns, Steelers.
All right.
2.5. I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Okay. All right. Sauce, what you got? Hold on one second. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Steelers -2.5 over the Browns. All right, Sauce, what you got, brother?
I'm gonna leave that Commanders and Cowboys game alone. That's for one.
Well, yeah.
I'm going Packers over the Lions. I'm going what? Who's the Saints? I got the Saints winning.
Against who? You know they playing?
I know they playing somebody in the South. I forgot.
So you got the Saints over the Panthers. You got the Saints over the Panthers.
Yeah.
Saints giving up 33.5. So Saints -3.5 over the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I have the Texans over the Colts.
Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all. So the Texans are +2.5 at Indy. All right.
Yeah. Who else?
Better
I got
football.
Gino beating the 49ers. I think they playing the 49ers.
Nah, they playing the Rams.
And the Rams.
Oh, I knew somebody was in the West.
Oh,
I got Gino beating the Rams.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna change one of mine so we can go head to head, Sasso.
Okay.
Cool.
So which one you changing, E? Which one you taking out?
I'm gonna change the Browns and the Steelers.
All right. Y'all was going to.
No.
Okay.
What are the points for the Rams and the Seattle?
Seattle favored by 6.
I'm going with the Rams.
Okay. Making it spicy in here.
Just a little bit.
Making it spicy.
You
You got one more, Sox. You got one more.
Shoot. What's that? I'm picking Baltimore Ravens over the Bengals.
Oh, that's two. Boom.
Let's go.
Because I got the Bengals.
Yeah. Hey, look, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen in week 18. It's mysterious.
Damn, yo, my Rangers was up 2-0. They just lost 4-3 in overtime. Damn Rangers, man, they can't play no defense. Anyway, man, that's a whole nother sport.
You gonna owe him that case.
Yeah, I know.
Know what, see?
I know, man.
See how you be trying to start stuff? I'm gonna leave your rank. Go.
Yeah, it's all right though. It's all right though. It don't matter. We gonna win that case though, bro. I need my case chilled when it get here. It better be chilled on ice in an old box ice. Straight up. I'll drive down to DC and get my joint, bro. We gonna drink them together, but I'm gonna drive down there to get mine. Straight up and down. It's only about a 7-hour drive. Word up. I'll be down there.
Oh my God.
Do you coming to see the Rangers and the Capitals down here?
No, Capitals won't even be in the playoffs. I'm gonna come down there. I'm coming down there. We're gonna watch the Rangers on TV in the Stanley Cup Finals. How about that? We ain't worried about the Capitals.
You better all go for the Islanders.
Whoa! Oh! Okay. I see you. All right. All right, y'all. We got one last topic coming up. We're gonna get into the national championship game. College football. Stay locked, Fanatical Bassos.
Look at young and see me, only the times change. Uploading his crimes to IG, so-called fame. Broke it down, slow down, that's the wrong way. The feds come get ready, cause you're dying there from old age.
Yo, welcome back, Fanatical Bassos. One last topic. We already know what it is on Monday. NCAA National Championship game. Georgia's favored by 12.5. I mean, that game, listen, I'm going to give the NCAA props. They got the 4 right. Because them two games was damn near classics. Definitely the Georgia-Ohio State game. Straight classic. Was a straight classic. You know what I mean? Listen, props to the NCAA. And props to all 4 teams for playing great games. And definitely, man, that was something to watch on New Year's Eve. But, who y'all got in this game?
I got Georgia. I've been saying it for a while that I believe Georgia's gonna do. So I'm not gonna go away from that. I thought that it would be, another team going against them, but I did predict TCU would be, in the Final Four. So. It should be a good game. And don't get me wrong, if Georgia don't bring their A game, they could go home upset. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, TCU's proving that because I thought Michigan was going to beat the brake pads off them. No disrespect to TCU and their fan base. I watched TCU play. I watched the Big 12 championship game. I wasn't really super impressed, but Sonny Dykes, man, he's a great coach. And they came out and they took it to Michigan. They really did. What's up, Sas? Who you got?
I'm glad you brought that up because if you bring it to Michigan, that is at law school, you beat Jim Harbaugh, who just got finished beating Ohio State, who Georgia beat. Now this is the pinnacle matchup, and the matchup I want to see is the cornerbacks going against Quentin Johnston. That dude is big time. He know how to get open, when, the pocket breaks down with the quarterback. You need a wide receiver like that. They average 5 yards per carry. Only thing I'm concerned about with TCU is, with the back and forth with the points. I would love for TCU to get at least about 2 or 3 turnovers in the game. To take the game out of reach with Georgia, especially if you have a wide receiver such as Quentin Johnston, averaging 13 yards per carry. Per catch. I'm going to pick TCU for the upset.
All right.
Okay.
All right. And he hit us with some stats to boot. Go ahead, bro. I see you. All right.
All right.
So listen, I'm going with Georgia. I gotta go with Georgia in this one. The running game has got to play a part in this. Obviously, they're gonna, let what Stetson Bennett was doing before, airing it out. Well, let's let that happen. See if you can catch some breakdowns in the TCU secondary. But yeah, definitely start with running the ball, man. Try to run it down their throats. Little ball control, and defense got to come to play. Defense is giving up. The past 2 games, they've given up almost 80 points in the past 2 games. That wasn't something that Georgia did. They might have given up 80 points in like 6 games. You know what I mean? In this past season, in the regular season. So, yeah, defensive from Georgia is kind of taking a step back. Let's see if they bounce back. I think they will. The spread is 12.5. I think they cover. We'll see what happens. Hey, listen.
Can I say this?
Go ahead, real quick, brother.
You can't sleep TCU. Before the playoff system happened, TCU had an undefeated season, and they never found a way to get to the national championship because you had the Big Ten and the Southeast Conference in the way. Now they have a shot because, they're in the national championship. And this is the shot they need to take because they might not never happen again because there's going to be other schools that's going to be climbing up unless you maintain. So that's what I'm looking for, TCU on Frost to win the game.
Wise words.
Okay.
Georgia's going to win, though. You know who's never going to have a shot to win another championship again, though? The Washington Capitals. Never again. How about that? On the way outside.
And the Rangers ain't either.
On the way out, we got.
Don't root for the Islanders.
On the way out, or the Nationals for that matter. Anyway, on the way out, listen, y'all. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think. Definitely about the top 200 list. Everything we talked about. DeMar Hamlin. Everything we talked about. For E. Freeman, King Sasso, Hayes on the board. It's your boy Mizzo. This has been the Fanatical Man Show. We'll see y'all next week. Peace and blessings. We out. One.
I look at young and see me, only the times change. Uploading his crimes to IG, so-called fame. Broke it down, slow down, that's the wrong way. The feds come get ready, cause you're dying there from old age.